As the Zionist aggression against Gaza rages on, the casualties of this unbridled hostility overflow, inundating morgues beyond capacity, rendering them scenes of unimaginable sorrow. As the days unfurl, the ruthless Zionist massacres show no sign of abating, and the tally of Palestinian martyrs skyrockets, and unidentified dead bodies are being buried collectively in Gaza as the process of recognizing them becomes harder and harder.
نحن هنا نواجه صعوبة كبيرة في التعرف على الشهداء.
It is difficult to identify the martyrs due to the heavy airstrikes and the influx of martyrs to the morgue. Sometimes a family of a martyr cannot identify him. Some of them are identified by their families. Sometimes they remain for 2 or 3 days in the morgue until they are identified. If they are not identified, the health ministry decides to gather them, 10, 20 or 30 bodies, to be buried in mass graves, and they are given numbers.
Cemeteries overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the carnage, buckle under the weight of the fallen, unable to accommodate the flood of casualties. Hence, Gazans embark on an odyssey to find resting places for their loved ones, an agonizing task complicated by the relentless pace of violence, prompting some to unearth the past, to make way for the present tragedy.
There are no graves in the cemetery. These are old graves called fistakia, very old. Mourners opened the fistakia, an underground room in which there were dead people. They took the bones aside and took the bodies all down, 25 martyrs in one place.
Every day we received from 50 to 60 martyrs or 70 martyrs. The huge number in the cemetery could not bear it. The thing became beyond its capacity and it closed completely.
The world watches in silence as the Zionist occupier heartlessly strips Palestinians of their basic right to a proper burial, turning this daily ritual of death into a grotesque routine. The international community remains eerily silent, complicit in the face of these unspeakable atrocities committed against innocent civilians.